The footage you're seeing is of an NBA player by the name PASCAL SIAKAM, who plays for the Indiana Pacers. Before I break this video down, smash the thumbs up and share this video with as many people as you can, because many people are in the dark to this and they must know the truth. Furthermore, I would love to hear your thoughts on all this that I'm about to share, and I'm curious to know what your thoughts are and where you stand. So let's get the engagement going, all right? That being said, let's continue. Now, if you hang in just a little bit longer, I'm also going to show you how, in like manner, LeBron James also was demon-possessed in the middle of the game, and it happened. And this is a very frequent thing where NBA top players get demon-possessed. So stay tuned and watch till the end. What you are seeing right now and what you are witnessing with your own two eyes is a black magic ritual which manifested on live TV for the whole world to see. But I don't believe that it was intended for the whole world to see. However, God allowed this to happen, that this should be exposed and that it should be revealed so that His children who are fascinated by the NBA may behold this and be able to make a decision. Do I support the NBA? Do I continue to support these games? Or do I turn away from them? Because now that you know who or what you are supporting, are you still going to continue to support them? Now, here is what I'm going to tell you about the demon that came and possessed PASCAL. This is a necromancy spirit. This is a demon of necromancy. How so? Because PASCAL was conjuring up and summoning a demon of somebody who died many generations ago. Now, we know that biblically speaking, the dead can never be invoked, neither can the dead have any type of communion or counsel with the living. It cannot happen. However, the Bible makes it very clear that there are familiar spirits. Familiar spirits are the ones that are able to masquerade themselves and come in the form of your dead loved ones to come and possess you, or to come and communicate with you, or they can go to a medium and possess them. So in this case with PASCAL, he was possessed by several familiar spirits. PASCAL said that he was possessed by the spirit of pirates who have died long ago. That right there should tell you that this is the power of a legion that came to possess him. If you have multiple spirits come to possess you, you're going to have superhuman abilities, superhuman strength, superhuman accuracy. Everything that you do, the stamina is going to be through the roof. So I do believe in this case, it was a legion that actually came and possessed PASCAL. Because shortly after this demon possession ritual, he carried the game all the way to the end. And they won. And that's exactly what happened. He is the one who dominated the first half of the game, and the second half he dominates all of it. As a result, they were guaranteed a victory. To which, that is exactly what happened. They got the victory. Now, my question to you is the following. What do you think so far about this type of a victory? Was it a victory that required true skill and true talent, or was it a victory that required somebody to tap into a cheat code that goes beyond the physical realm? Because brothers and sisters, what we are seeing is a cheat code. This is the same thing that applies in the movie industry and in the music industry. It's not based upon your skill nor about your talent that you are chosen. No, it's because of a contract that you sign. And when it's your time to shine and it's your time to rise to the top, to the top of the occasion, when your time comes, the spirits will possess and anoint the right person that they want. This was a quote-unquote anointing, if you will, but it's not an anointing from above, but rather it was an anointing from an evil spirit. What was happening to PASCAL is he was being chosen, that this is his night to rise and shine, and this is the time for the Indiana Pacers to receive victory. So he was the one that was chosen, and as he entered into the trance and he was possessed, his eyes changed. Boom! the demoniac came and took over. So who were people cheering up? The demoniac. Now, one thing that we have to also understand is the following: is that what fuels, what keeps the spirit, what keeps the spirit also moving is the energy that the people send to the spirit. It's a worship ceremony. So the more that the people cheer for this, for the man, or they cheer for the spirit, the more that the spirit is able to do, because he is receiving praise and receiving power. Remember, Satan does not have power of his own over you. It's the power that you give to him. Satan depends on us to give him power over us. You see what I'm saying? So the only thing that fuels the spirit is the cheering and the support and the praise. When the people praise Pascal, they are praising the demoniac. When people cheer for LeBron James, they are cheering for the demoniac, the demon that possessed them. This is what's happening behind the scenes in the spiritual realm. You see what I'm saying, friends? So you gotta be careful about what you are beholding and what you are listening to, because when you're listening to these people, you're listening to Beyonce, Katy Perry, whatever, then people, whatever, you get the idea. You're cheering for those people. What's happening is, again, the spirit that possesses them is the one that you are praising, and that's the spirit that you are fueling. More power you're giving to the spirit, and so then they have power to rule over you. You think it's skill and it's talent. It's not. Has nothing to do with skill, has nothing to do with talent. It's all about who gets possessed and who gets to be used by the spirit. That's what happens.
When it comes to demon possession, LeBron James is not a stranger to this subject, because several times has he actually been noticed almost shifting to a whole different being on the court. He has been called often going into demon mode and executing amongst one of the best shots and moves and everything, whatever. A lot of people love LeBron James and they follow him. Lots of young people follow him. Now here is the thing that everybody should know. A lot of people do know what he does before the game. This is pre-game ritual. And here is what LeBron James performs. What you are seeing is the pre-game rituals that he conducts. And anyone who notices these rituals, you know that these are satanic, demonic rituals that he is conducting. But the thing is, he never stopped doing them. He continued to do them, and it got the attention of people around the world, and everybody even began to mimic the LeBron ritual. Do you have any idea what you are doing when you are doing these rituals and you are copying him? You don't know what you're doing, but you are invoking and inviting whatever spirit that possesses LeBron. And many people completely ignore the fact that this man actually just did a ritual to vacate himself and to open his body for demonic possession, and open the door to spiritual manifestation in his life, so that at that moment when he plays the game, he is taken out of the way, and it's the spirit that possesses him, and that spirit takes over. Many people completely just ignore that. The reason is because they became desensitized to it. The more you behold something, the more you become desensitized to it, and you become used to it. The more you behold a satanic ritual done over and over again, you will become accustomed to it. Friends, this right here is what we are seeing. We are seeing that the whole world is becoming desensitized to Satanism because they love these people. Despite these people being in the occult, they want to be like these people. This, my friends, is the result of beholding evil and not turning away from it.
Everyone is just waiting for that moment. You know that everyone behind me here has pulled out their cell phone camera, digital cameras, and they're waiting for this experience.
Everyone just kind of watches him and sees him pour the chalk on each hand.
You know everything really starts when the chalk toss happens.
You know it's coming. You feel it. And he'll look up and he'll bring the crowd to him. And he looks up and they know. It's like, this is the moment.
And then he tosses it up into the crowd.
And everyone stands up and everyone raises their hands as he does.
Sure enough, when he puts that smoke up in the air, everyone just cheers. People just get hyped, they get on their feet. Here we go.
Let this serve as a warning to all of you. Remember that shortly after Kobe Bryant died or passed away, LeBron James went and did a shot that was directly parallel to Kobe Bryant, and it was executed in such a way that it was completely as if it was Kobe Bryant who did it. Many people were speculating, saying that Kobe Bryant came and possessed LeBron James. But that is far from the truth, because we know that the dead cannot rise up. But rather what happened was, it's the spirit, the familiar spirit that Kobe Bryant served. That familiar spirit is the one that then possessed LeBron James. If you ask everybody there, I bet you not a single individual would think that they have just paid a tribute and a standing ovation to summon a demoniac. LeBron James, when he does his rituals, he does them because he depends on the power of these spirits to possess him. That is how the game is going to be won, is if LeBron James gets possessed. If you wanted a confirmation if whether the NBA does have black magic rituals or if it has Illuminati things that actually are associated to it, well, you're seeing it for yourself that there is black magic that they do at the NBA. This, brothers and sisters, should tell you that you ought to be careful. The people who you're cheering for, the people whom you want to win, and you're either for team A or team B, right? And you're cheering them on, and you're going you pay them, by the way. You pay them to go and watch the game, right? Well, who are you paying to go and see? Who are you giving your money to? You're giving your money to go and see the spirit in action, the spirit that possesses these people. This guy PASCAL, he plainly stated out that he was possessed by a spirit, right? An ancestral spirit is what he called it. The thing is, friends, this is black magic. This is it's demon possession. There is a sacrifice that must be conducted. There is a ritual that must be conducted. You want to win that game, you ought to go into a state of consulting the spirits. So the man himself, he was out, and it was the spirit that came to possess him, and that spirit then took over his body as a vessel and played that game the whole time. So everybody was cheering on. They were cheering on for the spirit. That's essentially what was happening. So, and remember, LeBron James, shortly after the death of Kobe Bryant, remember what LeBron did? LeBron James didn't even know how it happened, but he was also possessed by a spirit. And they said that the spirit was the spirit of the late Kobe Bryant. It obviously is demon. It's demon possession. It's the spirit that followed these people that ultimately possessed the other. So the thing is, friends, be very careful about watching these games. Why people go to see these things? Remember that the entertainment industry is very big. Basketball is entertainment. Soccer or football, it's all entertainment. The sports themselves are entertainment. Sports is in the category of entertainment. You ought to be careful about what you are beholding and what you are seeing. These people that a lot of people, and think about it, right? In case you think that this is not idolatry, do they not make figurines and do they not make idols and statues of these men, these basketball players, and then they make pictures of them and posters of them and their signatures, how valuable they are, And people buy their figurines, their statues, and they put them in their homes as if it's something like a trophy, like that's to be cherished. That's an idol. You see what I'm saying? So this right here, friends, is evidence of demon possession in the NBA, and why you ought to be careful about beholding the NBA. And while you're cheering up and you're all excited and blah blah blah, you are cheering on a demoniac, a spirit that has possessed someone. It's the same thing, just like when people go to see Beyonce perform. It's not Beyonce, it is the spirit that goes by the name Sasha Fierce that take over. What does LeBron James do before his pregame, before his game? He always does his rituals in court, where he does all this 666, the whole thing, the when he pats the people. It's a ritual. It's a satanic ritual. All of these people are a part of a cult that you want nothing to do with. You don't know what sacrifices that they do. You don't know what kind of incantations they do. You have no idea how they perform the rituals. But what you did see, I'm glad that you guys, that it was able to at least be captured on TV, that everybody was able to see it, that demon possession is real. The man got caught right in front of everybody, and you know what? He accepted it casually, and people are like, oh yeah, whoa, that's cool. My brothers and sisters, be very careful about what you are beholding.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearkened unto observers of times, and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee so to do.